Hi guys, and welcome back to my space. So today I'm going to say one of the most disturbing things that you've probably ever heard as a Christian, and I'm talking about the concept of hell. Alright, so with this analogy, at the end of this video, you're going to be able to ask yourself questions, right, before my follow-up video, but please stay with me. So there are two guys, myself and another, and I happen to be a pickpocket. So I am a criminal because I'm a pickpocket, but I have a friend, and he's an armed robber, and he is not just an armed robber, he is also a murderer. Alright, so as a pickpocket, I stepped out today and then I got this guy's phone and I got reprimanded eventually, and then I was taken to court. And then I have this friend, an armed robber. He went to rob this family, but not just rob the family. He got their belongings, their possessions, their money. He raped the wife. After raping the wife and the children, he killed them and still made away with the money. And then we get to court, the both of us, we are in court. And then what do you think should be the appropriate judgments that should be meted out to the both of us? So do you think it is okay that I, the pickpocket, who stole from this guy, but not at gunpoint? I was like, I just hit him. I'm like, oh, sorry, but I got his phone. Between me and this guy who raped, what do you think is the judgment that we would get? So there's going to be some like maybe 4 or 5 count charges for this guy over here. There's going to be theft, there's going to be murder, homicide, there's going to be burglary, there's going to be a lot of it. But for me, pickpocketing, theft. Alright, so with that information, the judge is going to be able to make his rightful judgment. And guess what? Who deserves to get a life imprisonment or the death sentence? Me, the pickpocket, or this other guy? You guessed right. This other guy. Why? Because it is the right thing to do. It's the logical thing to do. This other guy gets a death sentence, or he gets a life imprisonment. I get maybe 6 months. I get a year or something, or I could even pass for bail or something. Now that is man. Before we begin, I want you to think. Answer this question for yourself. Between God and man, who is the wisest? Because for mankind, we understand that these two guys can never have the same sentence, the same judgments. It's not just right. It's not justice. It's not possible to give them the same judgment. But when imagine that these two guys, myself and the other guy, we died. And then voila, you are before the judgment throne and stuff. And then God is like, yo man, y'all are criminals, you're both sinners, sin is sin, and that is it. Bam, go to hell, both of y'all. And so, for God, sin is sin. So that means that myself and this guy, we are in the same hell, burning. But he obviously did more than I did. How just is that? Now, Christians would be like, yeah, they understand for, in crime, yeah, the judge was right to do this. But when I move it to the religious sin, and Christians will go dumb. Now, most Christians will go dumb. They'll be like, no, you are not God. You hear stories like you're not God. No, God judges differently. God is not man. You hear stories like, sin is sin. Nobody said sin is not sin. And by the way, crime is crime. But there's something called, there are levels to crime. There's theft, but there is murder. There's pickpocketing, but there is assassination. These are all crimes, yes, but there are levels to it. And because there are levels to it, there are levels to the punishments, there are levels to the judgments that would be given to each person. And that is my point. The blanket statement about hell, that everyone is going to burn in the same hell, cannot be right. Because look at it for yourself. Instead, what the Bible does say is that you will get each man, Jesus said, I am coming, behold, I'm coming with my rewards, and I will give to each man according to what he has done. That means you did this today, perfect. I'm giving you according to that. You did this tomorrow, I'm giving you it's according to your deeds. It's not a blanket thing for anybody, and that is how it is. So there is obviously a very misconstrued thing about the concept and idea of the hell that we have all believed for a longer time now, and it is time to start breaking and unraveling those shackles one by one. Think with me, because God says, come, let us reason together. You need to understand that God is a smart guy. There's no reason why he would say, let us reason together, if he didn't mean it. Use it. Use your reasoning. Use your thinking. Look at it logically, critically, and hopefully with the help of the Holy Spirit. And then you'll get to terms with what I'm going to talk about in my next video. Capture.